This view behind me may look familiar to you if you're one of the thousands of people who have followed Kayla Belle Christianson on Facebook. For years, Christianson has been posting what Abilene looks like from up at the top of the Wooten Hotel, where she lived for nearly 2 decades. But unfortunately, these photos are now just memories, as Christianson passed away on August 2nd.
She was a special person.
Whether it was a storm coming in from the northeast, snow covering the tops of downtown buildings, or a beautiful sunset, Kayla was there to post her pictures about it.
Kayla has been fascinated with weather since I've known her, and I would beg her to come back inside so she didn't get struck. She never did get struck.
Kayla's husband, David, says he understands that she had a following on Facebook, but
I've been her follower since I can remember.
To her friends and loved ones, Kayla was there for them in much deeper ways than social media.
If I were to describe Kayla with one word, it would be the nickname I had for her for 23 years, which is Grace.
Involved.
I would just say unique, because she was just different.
She was ambitious. Purple.
She wore purple all the time.
The list of kind words describing Kayla goes on.
You felt this aura of kindness and caring, but when you got to know her, there was so much more to her.
Pierce Lopachin was a dear friend of Kayla's, meeting her at the Rotary Club, and he had the pleasure of getting to say goodbye to her before she passed.
I was holding her hands. I really could feel her squeezing back when I squeezed her hand. I knew she was also saying goodbye to me as well.
She had a intense desire to exist in a way that her life would be missed after she was gone.
This is something her friend of 13 years, Rostin Callerman with Habitat for Humanity, knows all too well, as Kayla would change the light she had on her balcony to his children's favorite color on their birthdays.
Well, it's pink and purple. What are your favorite colors?
Pink and purple.
She was my friend.
But Callerman couldn't help but also mention how much she meant to organizations that she was a part of.
There's a lot of people who want to be on boards for the sake of being on boards. Kayla wanted to fall in love with a mission,
which many agree with, like her first boss from when she was a freshman at ACU, Anthony Williams.
If you just look at her work with the Noah Project and other nonprofits, her work as a Rotarian, she always wanted to give back. And I think it's easy to see someone like that and want to join that person, those efforts.
And Dan Cox with the Noah Project.
She certainly left a legacy at Noah Project. We felt her presence while she was here. She made a difference in the decisions that we make and in the way that we conduct our business, and we're better for it.
Lopachin says the hole that's been left in the hearts of many since Kayla passed will be hard to fill.
In just a few months to come, when we are looking for advice on various different endeavors in the community, we'll think to call Kayla, but she won't be around to help us.
But her husband leaves us with a mission to help carry on Kayla's legacy.
If you want to know who Kayla was, go out and love your neighbor, and you're going to get a glimpse of what she stood for.
Although Christianson's work with nonprofits and businesses really helped to shape Abilene, nearly everyone I spoke to says it was her work from up here that they will never forget, bringing smiles to faces of everyone who saw her photos. In Abilene, with coverage you can count on, Annabelle Tuggle, KTAB News.